know, I have a daughter to take care of. Please don't send me to jail.
Yes, we have evidence for 3 years.
3 years? No, are you out of your mind?
I gave you my store keys. I trusted you. And guess what? You robbed me for over and over and over. I have...
Sometimes, employees tend to think that they're slick, pocketing cash, swiping inventory, and even worse, the fact that they think they can always get away. But what happens when they find out they can't always get away with stealing?
But you know you're being recorded, and then you still do this? Tyrone.
I didn't go in the safe. I didn't steal nothing.
It's on video.
You sure it was me?
No, it's you, Tyrone. You want me to show you one of the videos?
Here are moments when dumb employees thought they got away with stealing. Our first case takes us to Florida, where Bird, a Winn-Dixie cashier, upped the game, stealing $11,000 in lottery tickets and causing a $10,000 overpayment. She thought she had it all figured out, until it backfired.
It's not more like you just stole a candy bar, okay? I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery tickets over. Okay. Stop pulling from me. Hang on. Please. Put your hand behind your back. Okay.
On November the 8th, 2022, Florida police received a call from a Winn-Dixie manager reporting an employee who was later identified as Bird caught rigging the lottery system. When they arrived, they started talking to the manager to get the full story. But what they were about to hear, well, they weren't ready for it.
What's going on?
Alright, so what's happening is we have an associate. We started seeing some lottery shortages over here, for instance, ticketing online. It started back around the beginning of July, and it's gone on to present.
So since July, this individual's been selecting lottery cards?
Lottery cards, playing online tickets. Yes.
Okay. Can we go back in there for me real quick?
Can you tell me what's going on so I can try to...
I don't know what's going on, so I can...
That's because I don't want my kids to be stuck out the door.
I know. Well, I don't know what's going on yet, so let me talk to him and we'll go from there.
So have her on video, selecting tickets, mainly at the liquor store. She would just scratch the bottom to see if they were winning or not, discard them if they weren't, cash them in if they were. And then there's also another process on the cash register where, like if somebody brings up a winning ticket, we can key in instant lottery redemption and then put in the dollar amount and then we pay that out. Well, she figured out that she could do that even without a winning ticket and everything's still balanced on the back end in our world. But then when we got the bill from lottery, then obviously we were like, okay, well, we paid out more redemptions than what we received.
Okay. And
so that's when all this started unfolding. So we're looking at total that I can prove that she took was $10,653, something like that, during that time period.
Every instance on video?
Every instance on video. I got it all in a thumb drive for you. Everything instance on video. I've got the our report that shows our redemptions on our register, and then all of the redemptions on the Florida lottery terminal. Since we don't own that, I had to get that through the state, and that shows everything of what ticket she scanned, what the value is on an Excel spreadsheet. So
is there
that's
any
how I
type
handle
of
everything.
login for her information? No, it doesn't matter. The machine is a machine. Anybody
the machine's a machine. Anybody can do it, but it's her scheduled shift. And obviously on video, she's the only one at the liquor store because we usually only work one person at the liquor store at the time.
So basically, she's been taking lottery tickets, scan the bottom if they're winners or not. If they're not winners, they don't away. If they are winners, she scans them, takes the money, and she found a way to make a lottery ticket a winner every time. And it's been going on since July. They have a thumb drive full of all the...
It started July 2nd, I think was the first day that we discovered it.
So do you have like date and times written out? Do you have anything written out yet or no?
Everything's on that thumb drive as far as Excel spreadsheets.
So she's basically taking lottery tickets, scanning them. But don't they have to be activated first?
They're all active because they're all, for gameplay.
She knew it was only a matter of time before her little secret came out, but until then she decided to play the victim and keep up a good act.
My understanding
sir, I need to know what's going on for if I call.
I won't tell you. We're trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what I have, okay? I'm going to figure out if we're taking it to jail or not taking it to jail.
Well, I need to know because
I will let you know. Once I know, I will let you know, okay? So can you sit down for me?
It's confusing. I don't want to lose my kids either. I have a 7-month-old and a child that's in school right now having an asthma attack.
So let them figure out what's going on, and
Just
then
take a seat for me. We'll figure it out.
you know, they'll let you make a group.
So I just can't just go home?
No.
Why?
Because the allegations, I guess, we have going on
They
against
still
you.
going to investigate this all.
Okay, well, now that they did their investigation. Now they can tell us what they have
No,
going
he said he
on.
had to talk to somebody else to finish going on and see what's going on.
Well, they're providing us a verbal statement of what's been going on since July, okay? So it's not more like you just stole a candy bar, okay? I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery
That
tickets
was
over.
11,000?
Okay, so
He explained to me it was like
He said,
Plug numbers, ticket numbers.
So, yes, we're gonna. Is that something you wrote
yeah,
down?
that's
yeah, this is my I got. Let me see.
You want that back or?
she's right. She's at it.
Okay.
The officer turned back to the manager, fully aware she was just trying to stall, but it didn't matter. They were getting to the bottom of this, whether she liked it or not.
They do instant lottery redemption as a hand key, right? And then they put $30. We give you $30.
Right.
Well, everything balances in our world until the state, which we only get quarterly. The state send us a bill that says, "Hey,
You actually overpaid something.
we overpaid the redemption because she figured out that she could just do that instant lottery redemption for no ticket and take whatever money she wanted out of the
Winner
cash."
or a fake. Correct. Or not, loser. Winner or
Not even
loser.
having a ticket. Not even having a ticket. She just goes up to the register and goes instant lottery redemptions, $100.
Oh, okay.
$100.
You don't even have to scan your
$100.
ticket.
Correct.
You can just computerize.
Correct.
Is that normal practice?
In my 15 years here, I've never had somebody figure that part out that they could just do it without a ticket. So obviously something on our back end that might need to be addressed. But
Yeah.
because they gave her that opportunity.
Okay.
And then she played some online stuff too. I mean, the online's probably a couple $100, but the rest adds up to the, $10,600 something.
Okay.
Do you have a printout of the
I
total?
didn't print it out because it was just so big. I mean, these reports are
This
massive.
PDF that you have, this USB that you have, what is on it?
I've got all the video of all her doing all this stuff. I have all the receipts of
Video, security.
security video. Yeah,
Timestamp. Date?
yeah, timestamp dated. I have one file that has all the video. One file that has.
You okay?
After hearing what she had done, the officer's suspicion only grew. They decided to keep a close eye on her, just in case she tried something even dumber than she already had. But they were about to find out that she had plans of her own.
Scared the hell out of me.
How long been out here?
Huh?
Been out here? I just saw that she got up over there and you moved back, so.
Oh, because you jumped. Because she told me to make a phone call. So I'm trying to think of who can I call to get my kids off the daycare bed and the school.
Her children are about to get out of school, so she was.
I know.
But I do need this data.
Right.
So,
Like she could pull.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because people manipulate make sure they get off the bed. So I'm trying to think who around my house that
I
I
would
know.
try to figure it out.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So while we're figuring out stuff right here, so you figure out what's going
So
on
can
here.
you ask them if the statement that it was just talking to me about this 2 months ago? and
I will
that's
gladly ask them. Don't worry about that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be talking with them. We're going to figure out what we have going on. You have until by the time we come in here and talk to you about what's going on to figure out a ride for your family, for your kids and
So going to
stuff.
jail.
There's a possibility.
Why?
Because apparently you stole almost $11,000.
And like the head court in charge that run this store,
I'm
they
not-
had a conversation with me,
Okay.
and they wrote me up for
But like I said, let me figure out what they have over here. Just get somebody, see if they can pick your kids up just in case if you do happen to go to jail.
That's the
Okay?
thing. I'm trying to think who can I call. My family don't stay here. They stay in Georgia.
Okay. Well, you need to figure out a family friend or somebody, or else I can call my friends at Child Protective Services.
So can I call y'all one of the police officers that used to work with you guys?
Used to or does?
So
Or,
all right.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if
Corey
they're.
Charles didn't tell you about the meeting we had.
Hang on.
See now he don't want to say nothing.
Because he's talking with us. I told you. You just can't interrupt. We're talking now. So figure out what you're doing. Figure out somebody with your kids, okay?
she walked me in the bathroom?
No.
I'm bleeding. Like,
No.
she's walking with me.
No. You're not going anywhere.
I can't even go pee.
No, you cannot
So
go pee.
how do I supposed to use the bathroom?
It's either you make phone calls now for somebody to get your kids. Okay, I'm helping you. That, or I put you in handcuffs and we just go. No, we're not doing that.
So I can't even go.
We have to listen to.
It's mine. You're in my custody right now. You're not free to go. You're under investigative detention right now. Okay? You know what that
I
means?
also want to talk to them.
Okay.
I also agree to
Okay.
So, what was the question?
Just the actual total amount. See if we can just put.
I see. Let me ask you a question. If a police standing in front of me, they could deny me for using the restroom?
You gotta tell them why we're in front of you. You're making accusations of you stealing $11,000 from Winn-Dixie.
Say it again, Auntie. Okay, because when I started back over here, he's saying that $11,000 worth of lotto I took. So the police stand here. I have to pee. I'm bleeding. Like, he telling me no, I cannot go. I just asked him. He said no, she can't even go with me. He said I have to stand here.
Cool.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
just forward that email to that email right there?
Yeah, sure.
2213.
She said for female to go with me, I should be able to go.
It has to be law enforcement.
Y'all can't stand at the door. Ain't no windows in the bathroom.
Do you have I need a female reference.
Oh my gosh.
No,
He
the thing
said
is,
no, I
I'm having a
cannot
female
go.
officer come here that's going to search you prior to going to the
Oh,
bathroom.
she can search me. You want me to take it?
No,
What's this in my pocket? No, I wasn't opening my clothes.
No,
This was in my pocket.
you're fine. But no,
These only thing in here is milk and it's leaking. That's it.
no, you are fine. Okay.
He's saying no. I said can't go.
But why don't you ask her to see if she will
Yes.
go pick up your little ones just in case you do have to come with me.
I cannot hear you. Okay. She said the same thing you said.
What?
I'm sorry, when the police say something, I'll call somebody who used to work for the police department.
Despite the overwhelming evidence against her, she continued to play the victim card. What better to get out of the mess than to pretend that she had no clue about the accusation?
She said as long as it's a female officer, I can go. Other than that, if it's a male, I cannot go. I have to sit here and hold my urine.
Correct.
So, Mr. Art, so they didn't tell you about the write-up they gave me for that?
What's that?
They didn't tell you about the write-up, the whole conversation we had in here? Because I had it with Charles in court.
That's fine. I mean,
But this is about the same thing you just talked about.
correct. Because at that point, we didn't know where the loss was coming
He said
from.
the lotto is messing up. So whatever you're doing, you need to stop. He said because it's a lot of money for that. And then after that, it was another one for the
Just go upstairs and see
what's the money order.
We don't have time to do
And
full
he wrote me up
investigation
for
of
that.
this.
I know.
She really thought she was being slick, refusing to cooperate with the officers and playing dumb. But she had no idea the officers were about to hit her with a move she would not see coming.
Apparently, 3 days ago, Lottery Police got contacted by Winn-Dixie about it. They've compiled all the paperwork and all the files and everything for Winn-Dixie. So there's a PDF up here with tons of information on it about video surveillance. I guess each actual scratch-off ticket, dates, times, money value. I mean, we're looking at $11 grand over 5 months, man. I mean, that's
corporate problem.
well, it's theft. It's grand theft.
Yeah, but
So
Winn-Dixie has their own corporate that investigates shit like this.
yeah, well,
And they
what's the press charges?
you
So.
wait 5 months to do this.
Well, they
stuff.
just knew about it 3 weeks ago because they got alerted by the state regarding, I guess, basically they sent a summary or whatever, and I guess they said oh, you're over this amount because basically each ticket has a value. So she would go in, just go to the computer and take money out without scanning a ticket. So that they hit. And then I guess that when they found out about it, they started investigating it, contacting Lottery Police. Lottery Police sent them all the information. I guess he just got the rest of the information, I don't know, yesterday, today, or 2 days ago, and then I guess she's here, so nobody's talked to her yet. I guess lottery police said that they have too high of a workload that they're not going to come take this, and that it's just simple grand theft. And if you need him to come to the station to go this way, to explain all the paperwork and how to read it and all this other kind of stuff,
They've been helpful already, so.
he'd be more than happy to come do that.
I appreciate it.
Like, I don't understand why they just don't do it, but whatever. So I just need you to fill out a statement form. Basically, just put your information here.
Okay.
Down here, put her information.
Okay.
And then let's just make this the easy way. So on the statement form, just write, on this date at this time, I was informed of XYZ. You begin an investigation, which you ultimately determine that from this month, this day, to this month, this day, employee X was doing XYZ. You contact the lottery police. They went ahead and sent you over all the files as far as video, dates, times. I'm assuming the transactions.
Yeah, like all the video and all the registered transaction was from us,
Okay.
and then I had to go through the state to get their lottery terminal reports.
And that's like
what I contacted.
the scans of the actual.
The scans, right?
And then just say you got all of that information. Just say that it has been determined that the total amount of theft from the business
Our losses,
or whatever is X amount of dollars, and then just put in there that you wish to pursue charges.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
I mean we don't have to go too deep into yours.
Right. I mean, everything's on the thumb drive. So
Yeah. Well,
I know it's going to take some time to do day by day and each time, and
That's
a lot.
That's what I was gonna say. It's probably gonna be she. Obviously, depending on what she says, when they do, or if she doesn't, then we'll probably have to release her while we continue to work the investigation, because it sounds like it's kind of in depth for months, right? So, and once we arrest her, the state has 33 days to file on those charges. So, if we can't really make sense of it for them, then they're gonna drop it. So,
I mean, obviously, the only thing I'm worried about is restitution. So obviously, I have to go through the prosecution part to get that.
so is it Winn-Dixie that's at a loss, or is it Florida Lottery?
I'm at a loss for the value of the tickets.
Okay.
Now, the cases that I've worked for in the past is we'll prosecute for the value of the tickets because that's my loss, and then the state goes after that person for the winnings of those fraud tickets.
Okay.
So that's what usually happens.
So that's even more in depth for Florida Lottery.
yeah.
Yeah. What's the total value for the
For my loss is 10,000. Yeah, 10,653
for the just the lottery?
for the tickets. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the value for the state's probably gonna be triple that.
Probably.
Yeah, depending on what you.
Yeah. So, like I said, just on that, just kind of like, just this date you found out about this, you begin an investigation, and just kind of the format of it. So, because I'll more likely I'll be doing the initial just a brief.
She had plenty of chances to come clean, but she refused to budge. Now the officers were done playing games. The detectives were now involved, and it was time to get straight to the point. If she confessed, there was no doubt she'd face the consequences.
Who do you want to do Miranda an interview?
You have more knowledge of it. You feel comfortable going through it?
I don't really have a lot of knowledge, but I'll give it a shot.
Just to understand. I always understand.
Yeah.
So people look at it.
Once this chair doesn't break on me. I just want. What was your? I know your last name is Bird. What was your first name again, ma'am?
You can read my Miranda rights.
I am, yes.
Send me up from the jail.
I didn't say that, but
I know that-
in order for me to speak to you, okay, because you are detained, okay, because we are doing an investigation, in order for me to legally speak to you, I have to read you your Miranda warnings. Somebody said you're going to jail, okay, but I have to read these to you, okay? So, what was your first name? It states that the Constitution requires I inform you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used in court as evidence against you. You are entitled to talk to an attorney now or have him or her present now or any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost. If you desire to consult with an attorney first or have one during the interview, just speak up at any time. If at any time hereafter you wish to remain silent or have an attorney present, all questions will be stopped. Do you understand your rights? You willing to speak to me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is that a yes? Is that a yes? Okay.
She finally admitted it. She'd been taking lotto tickets without paying for about 2 months. She even explained how she'd scratched them off, cash in the winners, and toss the losers. The reason? She needed money for milk and baby supplies. But that excuse wasn't going to cut it, and she definitely wasn't getting away with it.
Just bring that later. I don't even need it. Come on. Oh. Come on.
Well, can you do it out the door?
I gotta do it here. I don't even need Steven.
Hug my arm.
Okay, well, I'm trying to put your arms on your back.
Like you're praying, like this. Like you're praying.
Stop pulling from me.
Hang on.
Please.
Put your hand behind your back.
Stop pulling. Do you understand that? No.
I don't walk down the stairs.
Doesn't matter. You're pulling from me. You don't do anything that I don't tell you to do. Do you understand that?
My hand was on your...
I'll do that in the car. I'm not happy.
In the end, she was convicted of felony grand theft and sentenced to 2 years of probation. But she couldn't stay out of trouble. She violated her probation and ended up serving 8 months in prison. Our next case takes us to Boca Raton, where 19-year-old Ania McLeod, a Publix employee, decided her paycheck wasn't cutting it, so she pulled off a clever little scam, swiping over $1,000 in just 8 months by turning stolen goods into cash.
64 transactions beginning in December 19th, 2023 through July 7th, 2024, totaling $1,112.
Turn around. Won't make this tight or anything, so just put your hands together like you're praying. That will be most comfortable.
On July the 18th, 2024, Boca Raton police received a call from a Publix manager about an employee who was later identified as Ania Angel McLeod, running a theft return fraud scheme. Officers rushed to the store and began speaking to the manager, who broke down exactly how the scam worked. But little did they know, this was just the beginning.
This is CCTV of every transaction.
Hey, Robert. Officer Harrison. Nice to meet you. Let's go. I know we talked briefly on the phone. So where's the employee?
In our training room in the back,
Okay.
Just hanging out. Doesn't know you guys are looking for anything.
Okay.
I was just telling him she's been doing fraudulent refunds, basically refunding items that are around here, near to a customer service. No customers present. No one's actually returning it. She's just scanning it and applying that refund to personal credit card, Publix gift cards, and it's cash. And it's for personal use. She wrote a statement saying she did that, and also that she initialed the date of each transaction, acknowledging that she did do that. And this is a video of every single transaction.
Oh, for like at the register.
Yes, right.
Okay. And this is since December?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you guys like find out about it?
The pattern of our analytics department kind of caught wind of it, and then I took a look at the videos and said, oh, this is the same associate. And then it's the same. You'll see there's credit cards. There's 2 main ones that she kind of did one the first half of the year. The second half, she's doing it. But they're both hers. You can see her on video. Like, it's a contactless refund. So she reaches the phone around to the scanner and it deposits it back.
Gotcha. Okay.
After hearing the manager's story, they knew that they had to get an official statement. This wasn't some small-time scam. They're about to reel in a big one, and they need a strong net to catch it.
So I know you got a statement from her. Would I be able to get a statement from one of you two?
Sure, I'll get to it.
Could you just raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or promise that the statement you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Alright, just state your full legal name. Alright, would you tell me what happened today? Or what's going on?
So, last week, our analytics department noticed some suspicious activity regarding refunds and regarding a certain credit card. I did this further, looked at multiple transactions, and noticed that it was one associate in particular. Further review revealed 64 transactions beginning in December 19th, 2023 through July 7th, 2024, totaling $1,112.74. So we matched all this to CCTV footage, spoke with the associate admitted to doing this, and wrote a statement as such.
Okay, and what's the associate's name, do you know?
Yes, it is Ania McLeod. Ania McLeod.
Okay. Okay, and this is an employee that's been working here since when?
Since March 2021.
Okay.
Even with all the evidence right in front of them, they weren't ready to call it a done deal. Something felt off, like there was more to the story than what was obvious, and they were just about to find out what.
Hello. You Anaya? Hi Anaya, my name's Officer Harrison. So we were called here by Publix. I guess something's been going on over the past few months. I'm sure you know about it. We got your statement here that you wrote, transactions and stuff like that. But I know you wrote it down. I do want to just hear it from you, because I'm sure there's a lot more to the story than just what you were able to write down, I'm sure, right? Okay. So I want to give you that opportunity. How old are you, by the way? 19. You're 19. Do you have an ID or license card on you? You don't have it on you? No? Okay. I'm just going to start by getting your name. Okay. Can you spell your first name? And your middle name? Angel. Mm-hmm. And your last name? Okay, and what's your birthday? Okay. Do you have a photo of your ID or license?
Not recently, because I just got my driver's license, so
Okay.
I have a photo of this now.
Okay, no worries. So like I said, I want to hear from you. I want to get your side of the story, all right? While we have this conversation, though, I'm just going to read you your rights. We have to do that every time we have any conversation about any type of investigation, okay? All right, if you have any questions, just let me know, all right? Okay. So I'm required to warn you before you make any statement of the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have a right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. And do you understand these rights I've read to you? Alright, so you started working here 2021, right? Okay. You're 19, so you started when you were how old? 14. 15. Okay. Alright. And I mean, so where did this idea come from? Like where was the moment you were like, maybe I can, because I read your statement, you know, I read what you said, that you were doing this to kind of make ends meet. You had some expenses, part-time, and it's your source of income. So, like, where did this idea come from? Did, like, someone tell you about it? Did you think of it on your, like, where did this idea come from? Okay. So, yeah, just, like I said, this is just a piece of paper. I want to hear it more from you. I want to hear it from you. So what's going on?
Right then and there, she knew that whatever came out of her mouth could either make or break her, and she wasn't about to take any chances. She was the smart one, at least that's what she told herself, and she was determined to pull this off smoothly.
It's hard to explain. Don't really talk about it, but it's just honest with the way they're making it now, and you could, the right amount of money to pay for things is basically just don't. It's hard right now for us. It's been hard for a couple of years. So that's kind of why I did it, just to have the extra, so I can help around the house and just things that I need. But I know it's not, and I shouldn't have done it, but I know it's wrong.
Was this helping you? Like, was it actually helping you, the little bit of money here and there, or was it still not enough?
I mean, partially, but obviously it wasn't exactly enough. It helped, like, just
a little bit. Okay. And you're working part-time here, right? Okay. And that's because you're also going to school, trade school? Okay, are you still in trade school? Yeah, where at?
Boca Beauty Academy.
Where?
Boca Beauty Academy.
Boca Beauty Academy? Okay. You're trying to be like a cosmetologist? Okay. Where are you in that, like, career? Are you working yet? Are you still, like, how long, how until?
Just still in school. I'm not able to work until I get my license.
Okay.
It's like a 2-month program. It's supposed to be finished in September.
Oh, so you're like 2 months away. Okay. And then after that, then you should be able to get your license and start working. And then, okay. All right. So, but the idea, how exactly does it work? You would just, like, you log into your, because I don't work at Publix, I don't know how it works. You log into your register, write there your username, and then you just pick a random item, you scan it, and then, like, you would do a refund either to, like, a gift card or, like, your personal card. Is that kind of how it works? Okay, all right. And how, like, I mean, this is going on since December, right? So why do you think, like, they haven't figured it out up until now? Like, why do you think it took so long?
I'm not gonna say every bit, so I kind of knew they would get back to me, but honestly, I don't have an answer for why I thought it would take so long. I just didn't get that part of it.
Okay. So I mean, that's something. I mean, if you, like, knew that they would find out, but you still wanted to do it, I mean, you wanted, like, the money that bad? Is that, like, you ever think, like, the risk versus the benefit, you know, type thing? Did that ever, like, go through your mind? Yeah. Okay. Do you know since December, like, how much it totaled up to?
And this is the paper that shows that it shows about $1,000.
Yeah. Did you think it was that much?
She really thought she had them all fooled, but it wouldn't take long before she realized just how dumb she had been to have that thought in mind.
No. How much did you think it was, like, over time?
I mean, from my perspective, I didn't think that it was some specific, but from obviously different, so I thought it was just about a couple.
Oh, you thought it was just a couple hundred? Okay. Yeah, I was looking at them. So looks like from December 19 of 2023 onto your card. Do you recognize that card? Oh, you don't know the number by heart? Okay, I guess that was the older card, and then, like, the newer card. that? Yeah. Okay. And then I guess the other random ones are just gift cards. Like, were they Publix Visa gift cards? Okay, so that like you just put the money on them and then you can just go use it wherever. Okay. Oh, you can only use it in the store? I gotcha. All right. So you would like load the money up onto the Publix gift card to spend in Publix. Got it. Okay. I thought it was like one of those.
Credit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything I missed from your statement? I mean, so yeah, all these transactions, these are the ones that you like initialed to acknowledge that you did. Like this one I see says cashier was Jesse, so sometimes it was logged on to a different name. Okay. And then, cause I saw some of them like, yeah, it says, so you like have to, you swipe like your card to log on, or you enter in like a PIN? Oh, you enter in a PIN to log in. Okay. To log in and then just scan the items. Okay. I think they said there was 64 transactions. So, I'm gonna be transparent with you, okay? So, I'm gonna be transparent, but I want you to know that I'm probably the nicest you're gonna get, okay? So obviously you know what you did. It is a crime, okay? Because it was spread out over time, and because of the amount of it, it is fall under a felony, okay? So like normally if it was under a certain amount or it wasn't like spread over time, it would be misdemeanor and I can just give you a court date, you show up to court, and that'd be it, right? But because of the amount of it reaching so high, like over 1,000, unfortunately, is a felony, and I would have to take you to jail, unfortunately. Okay. What's most likely going to happen is you'll get a bond when you get there. Like I said, I'm going to work with you. You've been super cooperative with me, okay, and that goes a long way, believe it or not, because I'm going to help you out as much as I can. So what we'll do is when we're going to go first to our station. When we get to the station, we can get some phone numbers from your phone if you want to, so you have phone numbers. When you go up to the jail, you won't have your phone, but you'll have your phone numbers, and you can call whoever you need to call, mom, dad, family, friend, whoever, right? To let them know what's going on, and then when you find out your bond, they can help bond you out and you can get out. So you're not going to be there long, okay? And then obviously you then have the court date, and you know.
Realizing she was out of options, she took one last desperate shot, hoping to convince the cops to let her off the hook.
From where you're coming from, obviously I can't make promises, but from where you're coming from, how you know you're trying to help, you know, make ends meet, it doesn't seem like it was really a malicious thing. I mean, the judge takes that into consideration, right? So if you just explain your story like you did to me, I'm sure they're going to be willing to work with you, all right? And this is your first offense, you said, right? So they take that into consideration, okay? So this isn't the end of the world. It's not ruining your reputation or anything like that. But obviously, when someone commits a crime, we have to face the consequences, right? We have to own up to our mistakes, okay? So yeah, we're gonna do this as calmly as possible, walk out to the front of my car, and we'll get the process started, okay? Alright, do you want to stand up for me? And then just, yeah.
No, we're in block back.
Oh, okay, we'll go back. That'll be better. One turn around. Won't make this tight or anything, so just put your hands together like you're praying. That will be most comfortable. Let's put on these. Let me just double lock them so they don't tighten on you. That's really hard. Where's the door?
What's that?
Where's the door at? Is this belongs to Publix, right?
Yeah, it's just the numbers.
I don't know if they want that back. You just face the car. No weapons on you, anything like that? Alright. Just have a seat. Watch your head, I'll buckle you in. It's not going to be a long ride, okay?
Let you booking. I'll go grab my stuff in there, return the stuff.
Yeah, the headphones. Okay.
Yeah.
She got hit with a felony fraud charge and landed herself in jail. Next, we've got another dumb, insatiable Subway employee who spent 8 years sneaking $20 here and there without getting caught. Until she got a little too greedy, swiping a jaw-dropping $20,000 in just 6 months.
I gave you my store keys. I trusted you. And guess what? You robbed me for over and over and over.
So basically a 6-month period, correct? Okay, so obviously you know you're fired from here?
Yes.
On May the 31st, 2023, Florida police got a call from a Subway manager about an employee caught stealing from the cash register. They showed up and immediately proceeded to question her, not expecting the stunt she was about to pull.
How you doing? Are you okay? What's going on with your face?
I have some kind of skin thing. I've been going to the doctor for
Excuse me, I need my store key, please. The safe key.
What did I do?
At this moment, they realized she was a cunning one, playing smart and feigning confusion. But they were in no mood for games. They quickly refreshed her memory, reminding her of what she had done and the consequences of her actions. But her next move, well, that was one no one saw coming.
You know, I have a daughter to take care of. Please don't send me to jail. You can get rid of me.
I'm not saying nothing.
Bossman, give me a few minutes.
Yes, we have evidence for 3 years.
3 years? No, are you out of your mind?
So, right now, you are gonna get arrested. Okay. I need to speak to you because this has been going on for a while. Completely up to you if you want to speak to me or not.
Okay, but I
Hold on, let me finish. If you do want to speak to me, and you have an explanation for whatever it is that you may have done, I'm going to read you your rights, and we'll go from there. Just to get kind of like a baseline. This is kind of like your chance that you get to explain yourself before you report.
Okay, can I just ask, please, I don't know how to pick up my daughter after school.
That's we will talk about that later too.
Oh,
You have been told for last year I reminded you corporate on the watch. Before that I explained you corporate is on the watch. Please do not do 1 minute cashing. I have evidence and piles and piles and piles and piles of evidence with detailed note, and corporate is, this is me right now. Corporate is coming after me for you.
Okay,
That's all I have to say.
Mr. Benson.
Not send me to jail for my daughter. I have
You've been
nobody
told
else.
before.
Mr.
I have
Benson,
nobody else.
Excuse me, I told you you had a past record. I worked hard for 6 years to drag you out of that. You had all whatever felonies you have. You did not listen. I gave you my store keys. I trusted you. And guess what? You robbed me for over and over and over. I have. You've been recorded now.
No.
You've been
Step out.
I'm
just so you know, you've been recorded.
No
right
matter what happens, I have 5-year-old dog, 7-year-old daughter.
Okay.
That needs to be picked up, and I have nobody else.
No problem.
Regardless of what happened, I don't know how.
Okay. So
we
do you?
resolve this away without taking me to jail?
Unfortunately, it's not up to me.
Who is it up to?
It's up to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a lot that we need to talk about. All right. And I cannot force you to talk to me. We can have a conversation. Maybe get a better understanding why this happened, if you want to. But I have to read your rights. Okay. Simple, because I'm gonna be asking questions. All right. All right. So the first right you have is you have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Number two, any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Number three, you have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statements and during any questioning. Number four, if you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statements and during any questioning. Number five, if at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any of the questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Do you want to speak to me?
This was the moment she'd been waiting for. No matter how much evidence her boss claimed to have, she was determined to talk her way out of it. But the real question was, how was she going to pull it off?
I have never, intentionally done anything wrong to hurt you, Tina.
Mr. Vincania, I need you to step out, please. We cannot do this back and forth thing. If you're gonna keep doing this, then I cannot do an interview.
I don't know what he's talking about, for 3 years and stuff.
Okay.
No, I've
How long? To the best of your recollection.
I don't feel like I've been stealing.
You don't feel like you've been stealing. So what exactly
I
do you
feel like
you've
he
been doing?
treats us very unfairly.
Okay. What is
all of us?
What is unfairly to you?
There was one girl's been working here 6 years. She still makes minimum wage. He doesn't give us any appreciation. And I've been here a long time, and I know I don't mean to come off, as excuses and anything. But he's a hard man to work for.
Right.
And I never intentionally meant I never in my mind stole anything.
Okay.
I just feel like we're all treated so unfairly.
Right.
And
so what?
I mean,
what do you think happened when you're pocketing money, or when you're taking money from the register, or when you're not bringing stuff up, and then later on adjusting it?
I understand. It wasn't a lot.
Okay.
And I didn't mean. I know that.
It's fair. So, just to get a time frame, listen, it's a lot. It's a lot of video. It's a lot that you have been done, and you know it. And I am not judging you by it.
I've been doing that for years.
I understand. It might not be for years, but it's been going on for months. Okay. So, approximately, best recollection is I'm not trying for you to snitch on yourself. But to the best of your recollection, if you can pinpoint how long ago this started happening?
Months.
Before Christmas of last year? Or around Christmas? After Christmas?
Yeah.
So the beginning of this year?
Yeah,
Okay, beginning of this year. January, you think
I've been
maybe?
here 8 years. I'm not that type of person. I'm just not.
All right.
And
so, you always kept the same schedule, correct?
yeah.
All right. So
For the
it's
most part.
Tuesday to what day? Saturday?
What do you mean?
Tuesday to Saturday you
Days
work.
I work. Yeah.
Tuesday to Saturday. From 8 to 3 p.m. 2:30
Approximately.
Yeah. Okay. If you started taking money, what was the initial amount that you were taking?
that you can recall?
A couple dollars.
A couple dollars is what? Like $2?
Yeah, like
$2.
$5.
$5. It started with $5.
Yeah, I mean.
Was it every day back then in January?
No.
No. When did it become every day?
I think I was doing it every day. I mean, it was $1 here, $2 or here and there. You know, like stick it in the tip jar.
Or were we only
like
talking about $1 a month, like $1, $2?
I didn't take like 20s and big amounts. I didn't.
Nobody mentioned 20s, but you did take 20s.
No, I would go and get change a lot.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm trying
I understand.
for you to tell me a little bit to help me out, help yourself out.
I know, I'm trying, but I didn't like steal a lot like at a time. It was little amounts, and it was.
So we're now basically in June. So basically a 6-month period, correct? All right. Let's say if you were taking $5 per day, $10 per day, $20.
Well, that adds up. So
okay. How much do you think you have stolen from the store in total?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
Sure.
Now, whenever there's a cash transaction, I'm just looking at the patterns here.
The questioning was beginning to get intense, and she knew she had to be cautious, choosing her words carefully and saying as little as possible.
It seems to me like whenever there's a cash transaction, you don't ring up the cash transactions. You either ring it up, you cancel it, you don't ring it up, you put the money in, provide change, you split that amount into the tip jar, you take some cash then, or a combination of both, or later on you come back and take cash. So it's a lot.
Maybe I didn't realize. I don't mean I didn't think I was doing it at all.
It's been every day for the past, at least for the past month.
It hasn't been that much. Not that it makes a difference.
What's that?
But I don't take a lot at a time.
Okay.
And I know that doesn't make a difference.
So a day.
But over time,
how much do you take a day? $10. $10?
Yeah. Yeah.
When she saw her tactic wasn't working, she pulled another trick out of her bag, desperate to save herself. But she was about to learn the hard way. Play with fire, and you're bound to get burned.
You know, please can we handle this without actually arresting me? I've done so much for you, too.
Did you give him his key back?
You know, please don't do this to me. I don't know how to pick up my daughter. It's my daughter. That's what I'm worried about.
You were told many times what you have done is enough damage to me. It's totaling 19,000 plus.
No, is it?
There is no. A corporate will come after you, and this is my first.
Can we handle this with a court date or something?
Please have my keys, and I gotta go.
Please, Tino, I'm begging you. I don't know what to do about my daughter. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Please.
Should have thought about that before.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Tino. I am 100% honestly sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying, but you keep it around there. So step outside, I'll get you. Are you okay? You want an ambulance? Huh?
No.
Can you breathe?
I don't know how I'm gonna pick up my daughter. I have nobody else. I mean, I will leave. I will handle it in court. I will do whatever needs to be done. Tino, I'm begging you. Please don't. No.
This is not my call. This is law and order. It's not my
He
call.
said it was up to you if we can handle it differently. Please, Tino, I've shown up every day for you for 8 years, and this has just started recently, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. My daughter, I can't do this to my daughter. Please, Tino. Can't we handle this a different way besides sending me to jail?
You do what you have to do. I cannot be interrupted. I get in trouble if I get interrupted now.
Would you allow me to not go to jail and we can handle it with some other kind of me? Tino, I've done so much too for you. I've been loyal to you. And I apologize.
Loyal to you? How?
Mr. Vincentia,
For 8
you pick up your
years.
stuff and go, or
Yes.
I'm gonna have to.
No, you take care of it.
Okay, let's
Tino,
go.
please
not-
don't send me to jail. I don't know what to do with my daughter or anything. I'm begging you, Tino. I will go to court and pay it all back.
Come get for this.
Tino, please. Oh my goodness. Why can't we handle this with some kind of a court date or something?
I don't think it could be an agreement for you to repay all this money back.
I don't think besides the amount.
What's that?
I'm concerned about picking up my daughter from, no, I don't have any.
From where?
From Boys and Girls Club where she's at, and she's already going through all this anxiety and stuff, and I got nobody to watch her. Nobody. I mean, it's just me and her, and I don't know how else to. Isn't there any way we could somehow handle it without taking me to jail?
I'm sorry.
I don't even have anyone to help me. How long would I have to stay in jail for?
You can bail out.
How long does that take?
Hours. So let me ask you this last question. Throughout the time that you've been here, you think you stole more than $750?
$750? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I guess I have. I don't think. I think some of the times if you see me taking 20s, it was exchanging money.
So
I didn't think
the exchange does happen. The problem is you're not putting in what you're taking out.
One thing was obvious now. She knew exactly what she was doing, stealing and covering her tracks. But this time, she wasn't getting away with it.
So that's not an exchange.
No.
How is that an exchange?
But I know. But I don't take.
You know the game you're playing.
I just don't know how to handle this with my daughter. Why isn't there a way we can handle this out of jail?
I'm sorry.
If Tino said so, but I've been able to.
Yeah, I asked him many times.
I can't believe he's doing this. Is what I mean, I understand the issue. This is what I mean. He treats us all so badly. All of us. And honestly, I've told him I was going to start looking for another job because all of us feel so walked all over by him. And I understand that's no, you know.
To the hospital.
I'm gonna have an anxiety attack.
Okay. What's an anxiety attack?
Just where I don't know what to do.
Does it allow you to breathe?
I'm
Do you
breathing,
faint?
but
Do you faint? Do you
I
feel like
don't
you're gonna
know.
pass out?
I don't know.
Do you want to get checked out?
I don't know what to do.
You're only delaying it by doing that, but I can get you.
I know I don't want to delay it.
Do you want an
I
ambulance?
take one of my medications.
I can't allow you to take any meds because I don't know what they are. I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna start doing all of this. Yes, take it. Yes or no because I don't know.
I know, but then I'm gonna go into.
All right, let me get you an ambulance.
Because I take
Super Rebel 16.
I'm just like boggled. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to take care of my daughter. I don't know. I'm gonna try to ask her, but my daughter's gonna be traumatized. Is what I'm really worried about. She's gonna be afraid that, like I said, she just lost her father to cancer unexpectedly. We didn't know he had it, and he went into the hospital and didn't come out. And I don't want her to. I'm already having problems with her. Bad problems. Tino, can I please talk to you for a minute? Tino, can I please talk to you, please? Can I talk to you just for a minute? Please? Please. I don't know what to do with my child. That's who I'm worried about.
Do you have a friend?
What?
Do you have a friend?
No. I don't have it.
Do you have gloves? I mean, he says it's 19,000.
There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way. There's absolutely.
So that's why I asked you. You give me an estimate how much you think you've stolen.
Not nowhere near that.
Then how much?
A couple hundred over 6 months. I would take like $20 a day.
$20 a day?
Or so, yeah. I mean, I know that's not correct. That's not the right thing to do. But I did not steal $19,000.
Listen, that's what he's gonna claim. So that's why I'm asking you.
That's the way he does things. He's the most rotten person I've ever met. I can't believe he's doing this to me right now.
So obviously you know you're fired from here.
Yes.
And where's your name trespass for? Subway. I don't know if Subway has to do anything with Walmart.
These are very, very expensive. I don't want to lose these. Just my purse.
In the end, she was charged with grand theft and eventually received a 2-year prison sentence. That woman was a rare mix of dumb and manipulative, but she was nothing compared to Tyrone, an Airsoft range immigrant employee who thought he was a genius, setting up a foolproof scam to quietly pocket cash and managed to steal thousands from his employers.
Didn't you write me a note telling me that I was the best boss you ever had?
I took the tip money.
Okay, you took the tip money. You know what else?
Oh, I guess I was telling them guys give me the tip and I let them shoot.
We're just getting you secured, okay? You put like you're praying. There you go.
On March the 30th, 2023, cops got a call from an Airsoft range manager about an employee named Tyrone who'd been skimming thousands from the tip jar. When they showed up, the manager was already in the guy's face, calling him out. That was just the beginning. Things were about to get a whole lot messier.
I will fight for you. But you know that you're being recorded and then you still do this? Tyrone, the evidence is here. We have video. You've been doing it since February.
Can we talk to you? Can we talk to you? Sir, can we talk to you? Yeah. I got another deputy coming. Why don't you come back on here? Have a seat. You guys, why don't you have a seat, Tyrone? You can look that over. While you do that, now hold a card for me because I want you to follow along with me. So you're aware of what I'm doing. I'm going to read you your constitutional rights and then we're going to have a discussion, okay? All right. First of all, right in front, you got a right to remain silent, not answer any questions, okay? You understand now?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2, any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Number 3, you have the right to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer of your choice. I'm sorry, a lawyer of choice before you make any statement or during any questioning. I'm on number 4 now. Hold on 1 second.
149. Do you remember Panic Drive? When I had to leave you a note to tell you to lock the safe, you left it open 3 times.
Tyrone, let me finish this real fast. Let me finish this. I'm sorry, I had to pause for a second. I thought you were calling me. Okay, I'm on number 4. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statements and during any questioning. Okay? I'm on number 5. If at any time during this interview you do not wish to answer any more questions, you are privileged to do so. You don't have to, okay? I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be your own free will. And number 7, the last one, any statement you make can and will be used against you in the court of law. Okay? Any of your constitutional right you want me to repeat?
No,
You're good?
I'm
Okay.
confused because I didn't say nothing.
Well, everything's on camera, boss. I wouldn't be here.
We have all the cameras.
I wouldn't be here if we didn't have probable cause to be here. Okay?
Tyrone, I don't understand this.
So
when I told you that you're being watched and listened to 24/7, you still did it. And you thought that you were clever. You weren't. But I'm so disappointed in you.
So-
I have treated you like a human being and like you're a part of my family. Didn't you write me a note telling me that I was the best boss you ever had?
Yeah, but I didn't take none.
Tyrone,
I didn't go in the safe. I didn't steal nothing.
it's on video.
You sure it was me?
No, it's you,
He's the only one
Tyrone.
here.
You want me
I've
to
seen-
show you one of the
I've seen
videos?
Tyrone.
Let me show you a video, honey.
Checking for 865 for temperature check.
I don't understand. Why on earth would you do that when you know that you are being watched? Like, my favorite one, though, was with the Spanish people that you had.
Oh, I told you to put it in a tip jar. I didn't steal nothing.
Listen, Tyrone.
It's all on tape, dude.
It's all on video, Tyrone. You're telling them to put the $40 in the tip jar, but then you didn't ring them up in the cash register.
Oh.
You pocketed the $40.
That's not.
All right, Tyrone, listen. It's all on tape, man.
So I gotta pay it back?
No,
so
you're going to pay it back.
Tell me what happened. Give me the big picture, because I wasn't here. I got videotape. I'll always wait a minute. I always believe in 3 sides of the story, right? That side, the other side did the truth. So this is your opportunity to tell me the truth, or I just submit everything and they just see the videotape like I saw. So what happened?
At this point, he had a chance to fess up and make things easier on himself. Instead, he dug in his heels, making it clear he wasn't going to give up that easily. He knew that he had a lot to lose if it was eventually proven that he was in actual fact stealing from his employers.
I didn't steal nothing. All I said is put it in a tip jar.
Okay.
I didn't go in the cashier still. I didn't go in the safe still.
You just said right now, what, I gotta pay it back? You just said that.
If I gotta pay it back, I pay it back.
Okay, so what does that say?
But I didn't.
Come on, man. We're all grown here.
Yeah.
And everything's on videotape. That is social intelligence.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying, by telling us stuff like that, no one got videotape. You just said, what, I gotta pay it back?
If I gotta pay, I'm honest. So if I gotta
well, I
pay
appreciate
it back,
that.
I pay it back.
Okay, I appreciate it. So that's saying what? You gotta pay it back.
If I didn't steal from it, I didn't, like, take it out the, you know.
Well, it's on camera, man. Here's your opportunity, Tyrone. Tyrone.
My check.
Tyrone, here's your chance. Here's your chance. Because this is all recorded. So when I present it to the judge, if it goes that route, hey, judge, yeah, he was working with me. Or, hey, judge, he ain't working with me.
No, I took the tip money.
Okay, you took the tip money. You know, what else?
This is
got more tape, man. You see those dates? You're holding the dates. You're holding the dates right in front of you. You think that's an accident?
You gotta read carefully what that says, Tyrone.
You think that's an accident? Each one of those dates are on videotape now.
I told you, Tyrone, do you know that they actually count, and I found this out, they actually count how many magazines we sell in one day.
No, I was shooting.
They count, listen, they count the amount of customers that come in on a daily basis, Tyrone. That's what they do.
Okay, so back to, you took the tip money and you see the dates. Tell me what happened. Help me write a love story, not a tragedy. It's all there, dog.
Get off of 3167
Good.
You seem like a nice guy. Let me help you. Help me help you. Judges like honesty.
Yeah, I was, but I don't see how.
Hey, you're the only one here, man. It's on tape. I'm trying to help you. Help me help you. You want to stick with that? Good luck.
No, I'm not sticking to it, but I don't see how I took this much.
Okay. Well, so what did you take?
What? The tip money they gave me, that's it. But I didn't steal it.
T262, I can do that. 26, get off of 3107
The brand daylight.
Get off of 3107
So what happened? What happened on those days, Tyrone? Tell me what happened then. How did they get those figures?
Now I remember the $40. Okay.
Okay. What day was that?
That was what, last weekend.
No, you got the dates right there in front of you.
But they don't show the $40 on here.
Okay. She just showed you a videotape from one of those days. And it's you. It's only you, dog.
But the 100, I never took none of that.
As the interrogation dragged on, keeping up his defenses got tougher by the minute, but his confidence was cracking. It was only a matter of time before the truth came spilling out.
Okay, so what did you take?
I never took the 240.
Okay, so what did you take?
It's like the 2nd of the
That's
February.
Uh-huh.
When I told a couple of people to put this, give me a tip. So this right here is true, but this right here.
Okay, so let's go back to the 2nd then. You said that's true. What's true about that?
Oh, I guess I was telling them guys give me the tip and I let them shoot. But that's not it.
You supposed to ring that up?
Once the money go on the tip jar, I thought it was mine. So I didn't put it in there. They did.
Okay. But what about the charging the guys to shoot though? You didn't charge them? So they paid you though, but you didn't charge them. Okay. So you put the money in your pocket instead of putting it in the register, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think that's stealing? Tip is usually when they pay for the product and then they leave you a little extra something for your service. You know? That's what tipping is. Okay, all right. Like I said, man, it's all on tape, man.
I mean, if they want me to pay back, but I don't see.
Yeah, they want to be paid back, yeah. Hey, Daryl. Hey there, buddy. I was just saying, hey. Hey.
So basically, once they get the first one, I don't owe that much?
Well, it's going to be up to Michelle and the company, you know?
Once y'all get the first payment, I don't owe that much?
They're saying you owe all of it.
You will. It says 1140 time.
So wait a minute. So if you're doing it one day and they catch you and you say, okay, yeah, I did that $80. So they're using the same cameras and the same system and the same way.
I know what you're saying. Bro.
Yeah. So let me finish then. So why don't you think they would want the rest of their money?
I know.
That doesn't make sense, right?
No, but I know what you're saying. But like for me, this still, I didn't go in nothing. I didn't want to save or nothing. But I didn't feel that they was like stealing. So they would put it in the tip jar. I mean.
Okay.
So.
Like I said, man, it's all on tape.
Right.
It's all on tape. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. This is your opportunity to tell us what happened. You know, that's why we're giving you this opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. But we have enough. We do. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess I'll pay it back.
Well, yeah, well, let me talk to Michelle. That's going to be the minimum, okay? And then we'll go from there, okay?
With the truth finally out, it hit him. He couldn't keep getting away with stealing forever. And as for the consequences, he was about to face them head on.
Yeah, you gonna have to get your book, man, and charge you with that, okay?
Yeah, it breaks my heart.
All right.
You need me to sign this now?
Yes, please. I got the statement. Yes, you already did.
Oh, so I can
What's up? I know you take the bus. Go ahead. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
But the housekeeper, I still gotta get my girlfriend her housekeeper.
She can come up here and get him. Can she make it up here?
Just leave it with me.
She don't.
All right.
What are you gonna tell her to come down to gun club and get him? Because they'll just process it.
I'm not just going to jail.
Yeah, you gotta get booked, man. They set a felony amount. You know? Yeah, it's over $750, but. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, go ahead and stand up for a minute. I'm gonna pat you down. Make sure you ain't got nothing. Okay. Go ahead and sit down in the chair for me. Give me your phone too, please. Thanks.
I finished all.
That's all right. I'll let you do that. Hey, you got 2 cell phones? Man, dog.
That's a broke one.
Okay. Hey, where's your son? That's SIGs?
Yeah.
The old school, that's Newport. I'll put that in front of you so you can see it. Gotta kiss that goodbye anyway.
Hey.
You got some gold, man. That's gold. I saw gold on you. Yeah, go ahead and put it in that pile. I'm gonna keep it safe for you.
We'll collect it all.
Yeah, we'll get it for you. We'll put it in the bag for you. You got it? All right.
Hopefully let your girl get all that if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was going to call.
Yeah, I'll let you call. We're just getting you secured, okay? You put it like you're praying. There you go. That's how I do it. That's good. You can do that upstairs if you want to, right? Yeah, we do it upstairs. Eight off 5-2. Black male 1015. I'm gonna take it. Just come with us. Come with us. I got you. Yeah, you can't take the lighter.
No, I don't think
What about the SIGs?
Yeah, I want to see it.
But your girls can pick that up, though. The girl can pick that up.
She can pick up everything.
Yeah, you should get the lighter, too.
You can come to the security office and...
Ryan, I hate for you to reach in the garbage, but I'll put a cigarette lighter in now.
He was charged with a grand theft charge and ended up deported. Yet again, another dumb employee, 19-year-old Justice Buonsante, a former BJ's wholesale club cashier who teamed up with a customer to pull off a massive coupon override scam, swiping a staggering $66,000 worth of merchandise.
Although the $66,000 is an accumulation since November, there is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier.
Sometimes when he would come in, I would try to make myself busy so I wouldn't. Yep.
What we'll do is we'll get all your property.
On May the 5th, 2023, cops received a distress call from a BJ's wholesale club manager reporting an employee, Justice Buonsante, who teamed up with a customer to steal a jaw-dropping $66,000 in merchandise. Officers rushed to the store, eager to unravel the scheme and find out how the employee was going to pull off the scam without ever getting caught.
There is a specific number that's been coming here and going to a specific cashier. He goes particularly to self-checkout, and she's discounting all his purchases, so keep in mind, this is a $1,200 sale, and the member is paying that amount. So all these coupons, you see these overrides, they're overridden by that specific cashier, and he only goes to her. We've looked at his membership, we looked at his sales. All of these are manually entered. So she's discounting that.
So she doesn't need a manager to
So
take
she-
that kind of amount of money.
She
off.
doesn't, because she's a self-checkout attendant, and those cards to override them at self-checkout, she has access to.
This BJ should look at that policy.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you know it's that specific cashier at that specific moment?
We pulled all the videos for all these transactions.
So you wanna
Yep.
watch here? And then who's the member? Do you have their information?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, this would probably have to go to a detective. So, it's just the amount of money.
But even if if you're there or somebody, an officer is there and she admits to it, then at that point, can you still make an arrest if you do the Miranda?
As long as everything, I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So again, the
But I can't promise you someone can be here when you want us to be here.
No, I get that. So this is the most recent one, which is yesterday.
4 Who am I looking at?
So that's the cashier.
Which lady?
This one.
And that's the member, the guy in the blue?
Correct. Why is your thing pixelating all of a sudden?
Seems like we're in full screen.
Just leave it there. Is it playing? Why is it pixelating all of a sudden? Maybe I need to play it on my phone.
Holding for membership. 4 0 1.
Yeah, I don't know why your stuff's pixelating. So that's her. This is the member.
So that's the one and only member that she does
Oh,
this
yeah.
for?
Correct.
And you guys have looked through all the transactions?
Yes. There's a pattern. It's him and her. Since November. And she does the exact same thing. Because all the receipts show the same thing.
And at the end of the night, does someone have to tally up the coupons or anything like that?
So we no longer actually tally up the coupons. They just go automatically into a bag. It doesn't get.
So it doesn't have to match against.
tank goes back to white Mercedes convertible out of Palm Beach.
We don't do a physical validation.
And does she have a sign-in number to
She
a
does.
register?
Correct, and that's her number.
The 540 number.
So in certain cases, like for this example, she's on a register.
Right.
But in some cases, majority of the time, it's at self-checkout, which has a different.
What day is this?
Yesterday. This is just the most recent one.
And then where's yesterday's paper?
Right here.
So does she actually have a paper coupon? Like, does he hand her paper coupons, or how?
You'll see. So what he does, he hands her coupons on the corner there. She doesn't even look at them, and she just keys it in. You'll see her keying in, which you'll see. When you see her key it in, this is what you're seeing. Is all this amount.
She just can put any amount in?
Pretty much, and
That's
she's
crazy that the
and she's overriding it herself, because you see this manager override.
Is she a manager?
No.
Does every employee have access to do that? A manager override?
Once they figured out how she pulled it off, another question came up. How did she get caught?
Any cashier, but their ID is tied to themselves only.
Call holding for membership.
So every single time, whether it's self-checkout or at a register, that's exactly what you see. It's the exact same video that you see. It's just in different spots. She's just keying it in. So like right now, right? You see how he's handing her coupons? Look at her typing it in, right? When you see her type it in and scan, the scan is the override. So she's just keying in coupons for the guy.
What is she scanning though? Oh, like
her card
Okay.
to do the override. So you see how she just continuously key, scan. Each time she's keying and scanning, she's overriding and manually entering in a coupon. He puts a pile of coupons there, but she doesn't even look at them.
How come this wasn't caught any sooner?
So we've determined an issue with our exception-based reporting. It's a technical thing where it's how what tender type she used. Instead of it being vendor coupon, she used a type B, and it's like it's like just a slight adjustment on the exception-based reporting that it didn't catch it.
So like some sort of glitch?
It wasn't a glitch, it's how we created the report where we just needed to make one minor adjustment to put it as a coupon as a tender. We just put coupon usage, but we didn't put it as a tender, and how she processed it is as a tender, so that's why.
So how was this caught then?
So what finance does, because we send all this data that goes through the POS, gets validated by finance at the corporate office. So type B coupons are coupons that are from BJ's Wholesale Club. So
those little books?
No, it's a special type. It's not the ones in the books. So what those are is so finance reconciles these because these come from BJ's. It's a separate type of coupon. They're not in the book. They're like, wait a minute, how can Boynton Beach have like 1,000 of these, $1,000 in a week, more than 1,000 worth of these type of coupons, and we send them the coupons, so they reconcile it. So when they looked at that, they saw a pattern every single week. This is the only club that has a significant amount of type B coupons.
And she's not removing any money out of the register?
Nope.
Then what was that thing?
A gift card.
Yep.
But it's him every time, and her.
Do you guys have another chair? I'm ready to sit down. I need to write your information.
The cops decided to wait and come back the next day with a plan to catch her in the act, and it worked. Just when she thought she had mastered the art of getting away with stealing, then it blew up in her face.
Is there a room that we can speak to her?
Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys. This is the coupon from the pouch from today.
Lindsay, you stay.
Yeah.
You guys need it. I'll just do it for it.
Hey,
Okay. No, I didn't, because they were talking on.
Alright, Detective Laker, Boynton Beach Police Department, Howard. My partner, Detective Steve Rivera. So, before we get started, I'm just going to read you your rant, okay? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not to answer any questions. Any statements you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before making any statements and during any question. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any question. If at any time during this interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. You can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand those? Do you have any questions over any of them? It's not working.
Thank you.
And you're employed here at BJ's, correct? Yes. And about how long have you been working here?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. And what is your position you've primarily done here at BJ's?
I do cashiering and then I also do self-checkout.
Okay. And what does that entail?
Self-checkout is just like when they want to do their
call since we haven't heard anything
Okay. And what are your responsibilities with that?
just help customers and do sure.
You headed over to Tiny Types. Okay. All right. Do you know why we're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're left 38.
Down in your own words, explain to me why we're here.
I'm basically getting charged for fraud or assisting with fraud.
Okay. Why do you feel that? Why do you find that?
Because I helped someone basically steal from BJ's a couple thousand.
Sure, Betty, go ahead.
Okay. Can you explain to me in greater detail how this is?
Oh, sorry.
Like, how long has this been going on? Like, when did this start?
I would say it started last year around November-ish. The guy approached me and asked me if I could input his coupons, and I said okay. I didn't think it would be a reoccurring thing, but it ended up being a reoccurring thing. And personally, I didn't know how to approach my managers and ask for help to ensure this customer would stay away. But
Okay, so you said back in November.
yeah, I mean around that time. I'm not 100% sure what day.
Okay, of 2022.
Yes.
And where were you at? The person, what's his name?
I don't even know his name.
You don't know his name?
No.
What does he look like?
White male. Say around maybe his 50s, late 40s.
Okay.
His grayish hair, a little bit of a beard. It's much
Florida Yankee 39, India Echo, Y39, IIE, Blue Boston.
And so where were you at in the store when you first approached him? Okay. And how does this happen? How does he come up to you? What takes
Well,
place?
at first he was like, my coupons are not going through, like, I need help. And I was like, okay, so I just did them because that's what I'm used to. Like, if someone has a problem with the coupon, I make sure the coupon, they have the actual physical item, and then I input the coupon.
Okay. And so what happened with this instance? The first one back in November.
I just inputted his coupons and made sure he had the correct items, and he just told me the prices of how many coupons he had.
Okay. So he told you the prices?
Yes.
As the questioning went on, things were finally adding up. But what she was going to say next was completely unbelievable.
So what type of coupons were you, like, were they paper coupons you were scanning in, or how did you do it?
Well, for self-checkout, when we do physical overrides, anything over $10, we have to make sure that they have the coupons. We scan our override card and put it in.
Okay. And how many coupons is a person allowed to use?
I mean, I was told they can use as long as they have the physical item and the amount that you can put in.
Okay. So as long as they have the item, they can use how many coupons per item?
Yes, it's one coupon per item.
Okay. And so so he would just tell you how many to put in?
You tell me like how much to put in, like $90, $50.
Okay. And did you verify that all the product was there and he had each coupon for each product?
I would look just for the product and the coupon. I didn't see how many coupons he was giving me.
You didn't verify?
No.
Okay. Did you know that what you were doing was wrong?
I did. I just didn't know how to approach it.
Okay. So how did he know when you were working to come in?
Sometimes he would walk in the front door, and sometimes I'd be at the front door, so then he would wait until I was back at my, by where I was. If not, then he would be waiting by the bathroom.
Okay. Did he ever ask you for your schedule to know what days of the weeks you were here?
No.
Okay. Did you ever communicate with him outside of here?
No. I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you.
Okay. You never got curious and looked him up in your membership?
No.
You never looked at his membership card to see who he was? Okay. How many times do you think you've done this? Like, how often does this occur?
I mean, when I'm working, it's like at least 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
A day.
A
like
day?
when I'm working.
So he'll come in 3 times a day?
Yes, he'll come at like different separate times.
Okay. And what does he say to you when you're doing this?
He just says, hello, I'm ready for my coupons.
Okay. And he's never once offered you anything in exchange?
No.
Did he ever give you any type of a gift in exchange? Just saying, hey, thanks for always helping me out? Did he ever, I'm trying to understand, how did he, know that you would be willing to do this each and every time?
I guess I just never really questioned him about it, so he always just came up to me.
And what kind of products is he buying?
Medicine, medical, like allergy medicine, anything like that.
And is it always the same type of products?
Yes.
And does he say what he's doing with these products?
I think he resells them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he does.
What makes you think that?
I mean, sometimes when I'm on a register, he does tax exempt, and sometimes tax exempt they resell the product that they buy here.
Okay.
If not, it's for his own personal use for like his store or something like that.
Okay. And tax exempt, what does he do to do tax exempt?
It's just that he doesn't have to pay tax on stuff that he buys.
But does he show you something to do that?
No, it's already on his card.
Okay. For his membership card?
Yeah, his membership card.
Okay. And what do you have to do to get tax exempt?
I override it. I have to override the tax exempt.
And do you override?
Yes, sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. But he shows you on his card that he's taxed.
Well, when you scan it, it will show you a prompt that says tax exempt.
Okay. And then what causes that to pop up is what I'm trying to understand is how is it entered in the system that he...
Yes, in his system underneath his membership, there's like a certain certificate that they have to bring in, that they have to put in for him to have tax exempt.
Okay. Did he ever tell you he was reselling this stuff?
Not that I know of, no.
You don't recall him telling you what he did with the products?
No.
And what did you think when he was coming in 2-3 times a day?
That's what I thought, like he was reselling.
She tried to play the victim, acting like her partner in crime had manipulated her. But the cops, they weren't buying it. To them, she was just a clueless thief who knew exactly what she was doing. And soon enough, she was about to learn a lesson she'd never forget.
So it's like, okay, because I've seen people here multiple times, out of the day, all the time.
And do you know, like, he never asked you what days you work?
No.
Okay.
But I have literally like a consistent schedule, so I'm here.
You work the same days each week? Okay, and what days are those?
Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
I mean Sunday, Tuesday. I'm off Saturday.
Okay. So walk me through exactly what took place today.
Today?
Yeah, this morning.
I mean, he came in. I know he went to membership to return something, and then maybe 20 minutes later he came back to my line, and I just did what I do.
Okay. But step by step, like I don't understand any of it.
I scan his card, and then I scan all of his items, and then when I'm done with that, he just tells me the prices of his coupons that he has, and then I input them.
Okay. So you don't verify that the amount he's telling you matches what the product is?
No.
Okay. And so how much was his total today?
Like $40.
Okay. But how much was it before the override coupons?
Like thousands.
Okay. Does that seem a little bit...
It does, yes.
Okay. I mean, did you realize it was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And does he know it's wrong? Has he ever said anything to you about it?
No.
He's never made any acknowledgement about it? Okay. And so you say the amounts he does, is it usually around $1,000 or does it vary or how?
Yeah, it's around 1,000.
Okay. So if he comes in 3 times a day, each time it's around $1,000? Okay. Do you know where he's getting the coupons?
I mean, the coupons that he has are mostly BJ's coupons from like the coupon books that I have.
Okay. And what does that mean if they're BJ's coupons?
Like it's from the corporation. The corporation like gives out the coupons.
Okay. All right. And can you use that many coupons?
When you scan them, no. If you scan them, it will limit you to like how many items you have. Like
Okay.
if he has 3 items and he tries to scan 4 coupons, then that 4th coupon will go.
Okay. And what happens then? So say you try to scan the 4th. What do you have to do to make? If you wanted to input that,
I have to just put it in manually.
and how do you do that?
If he's on self-checkout, then I just go all the way to the end and I scan it. I scan my override card, and then I put in the price, and then it'll come off as a coupon.
Okay. And so like today, when you did an override, correct? And the amount you put in, he told you the amount to put in? Okay. All right.
But I know you said when you told him that you were just scared, you didn't know what to do. He never threatened you or anything. I
just felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable? Yeah. But when he came to your register, you pretty much know what you were going to do.
Yeah, because it's just like a routine.
A routine. Okay. Today, when he was at your register and he's passing you the coupons, Were you just putting the numbers in this time? He wasn't telling you today, though, right? Like you just knew what number, how much to take off of the.
No, he tells me like how many. Like he'll tell me like $90, $60.
So what is he doing today on the video?
He
passing
just,
it
yeah,
out
like the stacks of the coupons.
And then what is he saying? 90.
Yes.
Tell me. Tell me how he does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just stacks them and he goes 90, 60, 24 or whatever.
And what were the coupons for? Like $1 off?
Yeah, $1. Sometimes they're $7, $8.
Okay. But he was telling you today what to put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does he tell you every time what to put in?
Yes.
Do you collect the coupons?
Yeah, I mean, at self-checkout, they throw them in the box.
Okay.
And then if it's at a register, I put them in the pouch.
Okay.
At that moment, reality sank in. She was going to jail, no way around it. So she dropped the act and told the truth. She wasn't some helpless pawn. She knew exactly what she was doing. She had the guts, the skills, and plenty of practice covering her tracks.
Have you ever told anybody about this? Like a friend, family, any coworker about it? No? And what does the policy say for something like this here? Like, is there a policy about the coupons and the manufacturing, what you can and cannot do?
I mean, all I know is it's just one item one coupon per item.
And so, the reason to continue doing it, or that you kept doing it since November, what was that? I don't understand.
I didn't really have a reason. It's just I didn't know how to approach my managers about it.
Okay. Like, I mean, if you saw him coming to the register, could you not?
I mean, sometimes when he would come in, I would try to make myself busy so I wouldn't have to help him.
Okay. And what did you think was going to happen if you went to
I would get fired. And I kind of needed this job for school.
Can I ask you one more question? Yeah. Honestly, truthfully, since we already know you've been doing it with this guy, have you done it with anybody else? Family, friends, coworkers? No? Do you know if anybody else has been doing this guy?
Not that I know.
I'm trying to understand how you came up with doing this so many at a time. I don't know if you saw someone else doing it, or you just did it. Okay.
Did he indicate to you to do this? Did he tell you how to do this? Did he have an idea that you could do this?
No, it's like when you work self-checkout, you know what to do for certain things. For like coupons, like you know you have to override it, so you have to have a card to do it.
Okay. So the very first time you met him, he approached you and asked you to help him with his coupons.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go into detail about that, what that meant? So you just automatically started giving him the discounts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
Did you ever think that this would come back?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come back eventually, but
you still couldn't say no.
Well, what made you say yes the first time? What made you do it the first time?
The first time I thought he was just a regular customer, that he just needed help with coupons, that's all.
But why give him the extra the first time? If you did the overrides on the first transaction, the first time you did it, where you gave him, did he tell you the amounts the first time?
Yes, he always tells me.
Okay, so how did he know you would do that?
Honestly.
And what made you do it? I mean, if you didn't, that's the very first time, there's no, I mean, you could have easily said no. What made you do that? What made you feel the need to do that?
Maybe just to get him out. It was probably like a busy day and I just wanted everyone to be out.
Alright, I think that's all that I have. Raise your right hand, you swear or affirm that everything is true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You're right. That's it. Sir?
Oh, yeah.
I just will need a second set. Justice, stand up for me.
Do you have a set?
I put them on.
I'm gonna pat you down. Do you have anything that's gonna poke or stick me?
No.
No?
I mean, other than that's probably my card.
Nothing on you that you shouldn't have?
No, it's just my phone and my AirPods. I have my keys downstairs for some.
Where are they?
They're on register 7.
Okay, well I'm sure we'll get like your house keys and stuff.
Yeah, my car keys. Yeah.
Can you just turn around for me?
Yep. What we'll do is we'll get all your property.
She was officially charged with grand theft and handed 3 years of probation, plus a $63,000 bill she'd have to pay back to her now former employers. If you think justice was cold-hearted, think again. Meet Tina, a Family Dollar cashier who got too bold, letting friends and family walk out with unpaid carts while charging them for the favor. In the end, the store lost $5,000 in stolen merchandise.
She will charge $1 and let the customer leave with about $150 worth of merchandise.
I just said I rang people up. They gave me money and that was it. I'm not even out of jail yet, sir.
Oh, we have to take it all off so we can end it.
The last officer didn't do that to me.
On March the 6th, 2024, Florida police received a call from a Family Dollar manager reporting an employee named Tina who let customers walk out the store with carts full of goods worth $150 or more in exchange for just $1. They immediately rushed to the store, determined to get to the bottom of the story.
What's going on, boss? I know you called me. What's going on? Good afternoon. How are you? We have an employee that is being under ringing. Like, she will charge $1 and let the customer leave with about $150 worth of merchandise. Multiple times during the month of January, multiple times in the month of, actually a little bit in January, multiple times in February, and the last one was on Sunday. I interviewed her, she's sitting in the back, wrote a statement, recording a statement, she admitted to what happened, and we just called you guys.
Okay, do you have any evidence of this video?
I got full video, and I got a recorded statement that
I can't use a recorded statement because she's not issued her rights. So I can't use a recorded statement. So if
the
she
statement I took it and I didn't have to read her right.
Yeah, but I have to. Under court of law. Under Fourth Amendment.
Understood.
Okay. All right. Do you have a tally of how much she actually took?
We still haven't finished.
How old is she?
I believe she's 21, 22.
Hurry up. Fine. Take care of your scheme.
Come on.
280 Station Road. Yeah, whatever.
This is Tina.
Hello, Tina.
This is the officer.
How you doing? You have an ID on you?
It's in my
Where's your purse at?
front over it.
I'll go get it. Okay.
It's under the thing.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the store manager knows what it is.
Roger, come on. Under this. LP is back there.
What's going on?
So, I'm gonna get with my LP guy too.
Okay.
How you doing?
We spoke.
Deputy Fulver, yeah. What's going on?
Pretty much as explained, since the beginning of February, she pretty much knew people from Facebook and regular customers, and she's in a tough situation with her family, and she figured, I let you take the merchandise you want. All I need is $50 to $80 coming to me in cash, and I will under-ring every other item. So she will void the items or not even ring it. So you can see transaction when she at the end voids it to zero, or you can see when she only scan a lollipop for 35 cents, $1, and then you see like a full buggy leaving the store full of merchandise.
Do you have the videos each time, date and time?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a laptop or anything I can view it? I can look at some of the
We can view it
transactions.
right now in the screen.
Yeah.
You also have, this is also a log of everything, right?
Out of everything.
Not
But
everything,
so
but
far,
there
what you
Because some
got?
of the stuff is not logged.
They couldn't believe what they had heard, so they had to see the video evidence for themselves. But by the time they finished watching, they realized the manager's story barely even scratched the surface of what she had done.
Which one can we pull? Read it to me, 3-5. 3-5 at 13. $35?
25.
25.
That was something like this in Dixie years ago, where they used to have coupons. So they would, every customer after a certain amount of money, they're supposed to get a coupon, like $1, $2 off or something. They would give
So
the
this
customer
is one of the
scanning
transactions.
register stick in their pocket.
All those items. How much the transaction?
500.
Yeah, that's 100. But how much did the customer pay for?
59 cents.
59 cents.
So over 100.
Over 100 on that particular one.
It's 30, 59 cents. So what was the date?
The day over there is March 5th at 12:21.
3, 5,
That will be Sunday. That will be the last transaction.
12, 21.
What's the next one you got?
3-3,
3-3. What time?
1956.
Are you able to pull the receipt? Okay.
And give it or the link that you guys send, if I can upload it to the file.
So
That customer paid 59 cents.
this is another customer that paid 59
What was
cents.
the date?
March 3rd, Sunday, at 1956.
So the other one was March 5th,
Correct.
and this one is March 3rd.
Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
3rd.
Biggest question, you all want to prosecute?
100%.
Yes. What was the time?
Time is 1957.
So 7.
This is the lady with the pajamas. There's over $150 in here or more. And how much did she pay? 59 cents.
150.
What if we calculate her? When we look at the product over 150, yeah.
So she says she's been going through some financial difficulties, and
That's what she say on the video. I mean, on the recording and during my statement that she was doing it for her kids.
for her kids. Okay. And she would let him go, and then they would give her money.
Yeah, I guess they know her from the streets.
Okay.
So they know to
From
come
the area, to
from the
come to her
area
directly.
to come to directly, and then they will give her the money like in a little piece of paper, $50 to $80 a pop. And I have a reading statement if you want to read it.
I think we have enough. As
Okay.
long as we have all the videos.
Yeah, we were gonna. You send us the link.
What's going to happen is, for prosecution purposes, we need someone with expertise to explain all that to the state attorney's office. Okay, I'm going to need your information.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to her real quick and then.
Okay. Not a problem. Let me give you. Save this, and I need a.
With all the evidence they needed, they tried to get her to confess, but her next move made one thing clear. She wasn't just a thief, she was a bold one.
Yeah. No problem.
What's the fucking bucket here or which way?
Yeah, feel free to come here. Yeah. Oh. Sure, behind the
Tina? Can you turn around for me? Alright, so I guess they already talked to you. No, you can turn around first. I guess they already talked to you. Who's that?
That's my people. I need to know what's going on.
Okay. I guess they already talked to you and you talked to them about what's been going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a statement from you and
It's the
find
same
out.
statement I gave them. I wrote it on the paper.
Listen, I don't know what they do, okay? My job is I'm impartial, okay? My job is to talk to you and find out what's going on, okay? I need to ask you a few
I got money from people and didn't ring them up.
Just give me a second, okay? I'm gonna ask you a few questions and I'm gonna, you as TVs, I have to advise you of your constitutional rights, okay? And then I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Do you understand? I need to ask you a few questions. Are you under the influence of alcohol right now? Smoke a little bit. What is the highest level of your education?
Grade.
8th grade. Did you play any sports in school or softball? I'm required to warn you before you make any statements. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand that? Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand? It's a recording. You have to say yes or no.
Yeah, I just feel like if I'm going to jail, there's no reason for me to explain anything.
I
want to say that.
No,
I have. Going to jail, I don't want to do that.
Listen, before I ask you any question, I have to read your rights. It's by law, okay? You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and doing any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and doing any questioning. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand those rights which I've read to you?
Yeah.
With those rights in mind, are you choosing to speak with me?
The only thing I got to say is if I'm going to jail, I don't want to answer.
Listen, so what I'm trying to tell you is that if someone says something, I've known you I've come here, I talk to you, whatever. I don't know anything about you. All I say is, hi, how you doing? I come to you, I purchase whatever I need to purchase and I walked out. I don't know anything about you. Someone says something, I need to know what happened, okay? Because a lot of time people say, hey, did you talk to so-and-so? Yeah. She was nice. She told me what happened. She was having some issue, whatever. So I can present that to whoever I need to say to. But what I'm trying to say is that I can't just go by what someone say. I have to talk to you and get your side of the story. Okay?
She knew there was no way out. Jail was inevitable. With every response, she practically begged them to cut to the chase and just lock her up. A plea they weren't afraid to grant.
All right. How long you been working here?
October, November.
So you've been working since October?
October or November.
Okay. You're part-time or full-time?
Full-time.
Full-time? You work normally day shift, right?
Both.
Day and night? Are you married? Have kids?
I have kids.
How many kids?
3.
3 kids. You like working here? Do you have any problem with anybody here? Who's your Roger's your supervisor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any issue with him? Okay. So like with the transaction, can you tell me like what's going on? Like because I don't want anybody to come here and put a gun to your face and threaten you and whatever, and then we're gonna have to go hunting them down and find out. Just make sure that didn't happen, okay? That's why I need to get a status story from you to make sure that you're safe, that no one threatened you or anything.
Nobody threatened me.
I can't hear you.
Nobody threatened me.
Okay, all right. Can you tell me what's going on?
I just said I rang people up. They gave me money and that was it.
So you charge them more, charge them less than what the value of the merchandise? How much you normally get from them?
It all depends. 60, 80, 100. Depends the person, I don't know. It's just different prices. I don't know.
Okay.
How to explain the same
So like between $50 to $100? These people that normally, like, do they know you? How do you know them? Like,
the street.
The street, like in the neighborhood?
Around, yeah.
Okay. Like, do they know to come to you, or how does it work?
If we're doing the same statement the man just took from me on a piece of paper.
What I'm trying to say is that I need
it's
to get...
either I know them and they just come into shop and they see me there and that's just what I do. I don't call nobody. Like, I don't... Like, that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to jail, there's no point to explain all this because I'm going to go to jail with a migraine and aggravated as Like, okay. They already got the video.
What I'm saying,
they got all that. Like, I don't...
You can stop. You can say at any time, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about this anymore. And then I'll stop. Do you understand?
My point, they got the video and everything, so there's explaining myself ain't gonna do nothing.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that I need to get your side of the story. And I told you already, you can, at any time, you can say, hey, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay. I already explained I was getting money from people and I wasn't ringing everything up. About who it is and where I know them from, all that is irrelevant. It's like, I did what I did. It was a mistake. I know I was wrong. Like, now what's the next step?
Okay. How long this been going on since you started?
Since like January.
Since January?
I didn't do it the whole time.
How much money you think you got total from these people? Like,
a couple hundred. I don't know exact money. Like,
you know what I'm saying? From January, like maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
1,000, 2,000.
Not that much, no.
I mean, just a rough guess.
500, 600, less. Like, I don't know. Every time I get money, it's gone. I don't know. I ain't even out of jail yet, sir.
We have to take it all off so we can
The last officer didn't do that to me.
She was hit with a felony grand theft charge and handed 24 months of probation. Tina might have gotten off easy, but this woman, not so much. A Family Dollar manager managed to swipe a staggering $14,000, thinking that she had covered her tracks, until she didn't. Now, she was about to learn the hard way just how dumb her plan was.
It was all him when he said to me right under the camera right here. I'll explain to you later. This is embarrassing enough.
I'm sorry.
Can you take me out the back door again? And don't put me in handcuffs, please.
On August the 16th, 2023, a call from a Dollar General branch about a missing $14,000 came in, and they claimed a manager was responsible.
As far as we are concerned, you have now committed the act of grand theft. That is a felony. We have no choice. We must make an arrest, and we must take you in. They are the entity representing the business, and they are requesting that we take law enforcement action against you. That is our position on it, okay? Regardless of whether we think that their investigation went right or wrong. As far as we are concerned, we are going to conduct our investigation in the proper order, okay?
As the police talked to the manager, she revealed something that her supervisor did.
The only reason I wrote that because he told me I wouldn't go to jail if I wrote that. He was right here with me, sitting, saying that.
So, we're not going to take that or use it.
I know.
So that's just going to be something that they...
That's for my records. That'll be for their records, and it has nothing to do with us. as far as we are concerned, we will give you the opportunity if you would like to make a statement, and we will document it properly.
Okay.
Are you her supervisor normally? Okay, so she's made the statement to us that she was told that if she provided a statement, that you guys would not pursue prosecution as long as you did make that statement to her. Okay. Okay. I just need to clarify that.
I'm here because I was trying to save her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
The other lady is lost prevention.
Yeah.
So she's going to do her thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to, at least, if she was willing to cooperate.
Yes.
I was assuming that loss prevention was going to take that into consideration and accept, like a deal. You know?
Yeah.
But it looked like she...
Yeah, unfortunately, okay. Those kind of deals. So because of that, do you have ID so we can just document that we spoke with you and that statement? She's alleging that statement was made, and so as far as we are concerned, we can't accept any of this because it was all done under duress and under a false pretense. She was coerced, essentially. You've made false pretenses that she wouldn't go to jail, and we have nothing to do with that. But as far as we just need to document that this is the allegation that she's making, and that we properly read her Miranda, and we let her know that anything that she states to us after this point, can and will be used against her. So I just need your ID, and that was all.
No, I'm not going to provide my ID. I don't have to. I haven't committed any crime.
You're part of the investigation as the authorized representative and as her supervisor who brought her in here. You are now part of the investigation.
You can raise your tone.
I'm not raising my tone at all, sir. I've only spoken with you.
I'm not afraid, but I'm not going to provide my ID because I know the law.
No problem.
And I'm happy that this is happening because I didn't want that to happen to her.
The manager was still adamant about being coerced into a confession.
Is there a voice in the camera? Is there a voice in the camera? No. It was all him when he said to me right under the camera right here. I'm sure he's jail.
I'm sure he's telling the truth.
So like this officer said, regardless of what took place, the crime took place. So we can't get around that.
I know.
So a lot of times, people can choose not to prosecute at first and then change their mind.
She, however, admitted to taking some money to cater to some family problems.
I can detail the deposits amount that she admitted to, one by one.
Yeah, if you can do that, and just like the time frame, you said April, May.
Yeah, no, past April.
And your brother was in March, right?
Yeah, my mom, yeah. My mom died of cancer. My brother died of heart attack. The 2600 one is on the slip, all of them. There's only the 15, the 22, and the 22.
As of this morning, the 2600 is still not in the bank. And that was from
that one, that one was. The yellow slip should be with the ones that were here yesterday. It's only the last. The 15, the 22, and the 22. Because the 26 is the one that I faxed over.
Yeah,
scan and send. The 2646 is the one I scanned and sent. It was in there.
Well, this one.
And the 1700 too. No, they're there. This is the one that you had. That one
I didn't include that one on that.
Yeah, I only acknowledge the 1500 and the other 22 and 22. That's it. It's not this other one. It's just the last one. And the 222s.
So yeah, like this one and the 222s?
Yeah, it's the 22 and the 22.
1, 2, 3?
Yeah. The other ones, I dropped them off there.
Okay. Well, the amounts that the charges go is anything over 5,000, between 5 and 20,000. Like the same charge. So whether it's 6,000 or 10,000, it'll be like the same bond.
How much cash will she need?
Central Operator 108 Garrison Drive, traffic moving of Phoenix, Penelope. Reference hasn't heard single 43s, I don't know where they are.
I haven't done a second degree misdemeanor in a while. First one is like 3. I'll say between 5,000-6,000. Not 100% sure.
Like $500 cash then?
Yeah, like if you do like 10% off.
Right. Like, oh my god, please, because nobody knows anything. She's gonna be the one that's getting me out.
Hello?
Hey, Tori. Can you hear me?
Are you okay?
No, what jail?
What's wrong?
Don't worry and don't tell nobody, but I gave Jen my debit card at work, so you can call her on Facebook.
What?
They're taking me to jail, so if you could bail me out.
Why are they taking you to jail?
Because of deposits. But, I mean, I didn't go yet, so I don't know how long it's going to be, but what does she have to do? Hey,
What
Kyrie.
deposits? What are you talking about?
At work. I'll tell you later, but what does she have to do? The police officer's right here. You're in speakerphone. Hey, Kyrie.
When they're ready to...
Sorry, my grandson.
When they're ready to...
Alright, puppy, hold on.
Hey, Kyrie.
Bond you out, they will allow you to make a phone call.
Jen at work. Okay. They said when you come bomb me out later on tonight, I don't know how it's gonna be. I guess you just have to look online.
Are you stealing money, bro?
Can't get back 1411. Call advise that the homeowner should be the mother and father.
Oh, my grandson loves me. Sorry. Kyrie, it's okay. I'm right here. Hey, Kai. Hey. Hey, so how does she look it up?
No, you or someone will call her when you're ready to go, and
Right. I'll call you when I'm ready to go. It could be a couple hours. I'll explain to you later. This is embarrassing enough. So, Tori, for my one card that Jen has, the AMSCOT one, the $900 one, you have to go to Wells Fargo, and you can only take out $300 at a time. So you have to do 3 transactions for $300.
Right.
So,
I don't know if I can take off today. I'm gonna get in trouble with work.
You know, don't tell nobody else.
I'm not. If you needed help, why didn't you
I know.
ask me?
Alright, I have to go to
instead
the
of
police
doing
right
that?
here.
Hello?
I know. Alright, I'll call you, you think a couple hours?
could be
Maybe a couple
slightly
hours.
more than that.
More
It's
than
not-
that?
That's up to, I don't know what that process is.
But they have you in front of the store, like they won't put you in the office or anything?
They're waiting for the lady to come. I asked him to take me out the side door, but I don't know. He said he's not gonna put me in handcuffs. Yeah. But Jen at work, Tori, you're friends with Jen on Facebook, right? So you can call her. Jennifer.
How long is she gonna be there for?
She works till 2:30. Please don't tell Alan or nobody else yet.
Well,
I'll tell myself.
Jesus, if you needed help with
Yeah.
something, you should have told me.
All right.
I would have helped you.
Yeah.
You could have came and lived with me. I already told you that stuff.
I know. All right.
I don't care. Get mad all you want. Like this isn't a game. It's gonna be on your freaking record.
A female officer arrived to search her before she was taken down to the station.
No subjects, one lasting wearing all red clothing on foot, and one lasting wearing all black clothing.
This is a thing of my bra.
Pull your backpack and tell the bicycle.
You for 51 of the priorities from this morning.
She was charged with felony grand theft and a 5-year probation. Like all the other clueless employees who stole from their jobs, this Plato's Closet worker thought that she had a foolproof scam. She managed to swipe a staggering $16,000 from the register without anyone noticing, but soon she'd find out that she wasn't nearly as smart as she thought.
You just scammed the register to think that there was a buy done.
Yes. Nothing but good to you. Always treated you as my number one.
It was nothing against you.
You stole $16,000 from me.
On September the 14th, 2022, an employee at Plato's Closet was reported to the police for stealing approximately $20,000 from the cash register.
Have you said anything to her?
No, absolutely not.
Confronted her?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the video surveillance, so I noticed there's the 14th from this morning.
Yep.
And if I got that correct, you can't pull up any records or print out. Are you able to print out anything from the registers?
From maybe yesterday, but not today.
Okay. So nothing from today. So now, like,
Yeah.
I know some registers, like, you can't do a finalized report up front, but you might be able to print like a...
Yeah, I can probably call Laura
and get it done. And
Okay.
she might be able to do it and send it over to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I noticed you have cameras to the 14th and 12th. What happened to the 13th? There was 2 days there. Were you able to get a third day?
Is today the 14th or the 13th?
Today's the 14th.
It was the 13th and 14th she did, not on the 12th. Did I put the 12th?
We're just asking. I thought, you wrote 12 on the envelope. So, all right. So the date is wrong on the envelope. So it's today
and yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. And did you go back to look at anything on the 12th?
On today's?
Was she working on the
Oh,
12th?
on the 12th? No, there wasn't any discretions on that.
Okay.
Yeah, no discretions on that. As far as if you look at those sheets that I gave you, I think it was just the 13th and the 14th. I think the 12th is clear.
Okay. Because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try a 12 tour, okay, and try to get a confession out of her.
Right.
Because right now, I'm trying to push for scheme and fraud or a felony, but right now, the only evidence that we have is the misdemeanor theft.
Okay.
Okay, which is today. Because all we have right now that we can document and we have evidence on is her stealing money today and stealing money yesterday.
Okay, right.
Now, so as far as the other 9 months, 8 months. Okay, how are you?
Good.
Deputy Lippy. Mind if I talk to you for a few minutes? We go in the back?
Sure.
All right. I'll let you lead the way to the office. Go ahead. You can.
Oh, dang, I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't have.
That's all right. You can just step up.
Oh, you go up front?
Yeah, we don't have to
Okay.
fall over. I'm sorry.
Okay, so anytime I talk to anybody, I read the Miranda rights, okay? Anytime I'm talking to anybody. Okay? So, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, we held against you in a court of law. Okay? You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him present during any questioning. Okay? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you at no cost. Okay? If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop at any time and request a lawyer to be present. All right? Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you because I have video surveillance. Okay, about the past couple days while you've been working, doing these buys.
Yeah.
Okay, and you take these buys. I see you on camera taking cash, putting it in your pants. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, like we're at a part right now to just fix it. So just being honest and helping us do the right thing and figure it out is the best way to move. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
we've already been looking at this all morning, so we're not here to get you to tell us everything. We know a lot already, so that's why we're just asking for you to be honest, right? So that's important.
Yeah.
That's how you fix things. You know what I mean? Especially with gambling and stuff like that. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be helpful because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And moving forward, that's how you do fix things.
Yeah, I just want to fix things.
I understand. That's what we want to do too, make things right. And take things that aren't yours. The best way to make things right is to give it back, because that really helps with the whole process of where we found ourselves.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, you want to tell us kind of what's been going on lately? Because it's been going on for a while, so we kind of need to get to the bottom of it.
I just been having some stuff that I don't want, and majority of it is, I shouldn't be taking money from him. For 2 times I have done that. The other times,
No, have you brought? Where is this stuff that you brought in?
it's already like out on the floor, but it's just been like 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but anything else,
You said honesty's been a big key
yeah,
here?
I just...
Because I've watched the video surveillance, and there's you're not bringing anything in the store. You're not bringing
Well, the last, like, probably like, I want to say 2 weeks ago, I have been. I brought in 2 purses and a pair of shoes. But for the rest of the times I haven't.
So you would say only twice, am I correct? Only twice you've brought in actual merchandise, swapped it out?
Yes.
But the rest of the times you've done these transactions, you just scam the register to think that there was a buy done.
Yes.
Okay. How many times do you think you've done this in the past year?
I want to say.
A lot of the questions he's asking, we already know the answers to, so that's why we just want to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think and not lie to you guys.
Yes, we want the truth because that's all we're trying to do. We just find out what's going on, figure out the truth, and that helps your cause. Trust me.
Say more than 200 times?
More than 200?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Less than 200?
I don't even think it's 200 times.
She seemed truthful in her narrations until she was asked to approximate the amount she had stolen.
How much money do you think you take?
About, I want to say 1,000.
Only 1,000?
Yeah.
Because I have all the documentation. I have paperwork dating back until January. And I see all the, and it's totaling way more than $1,000. You're doing a couple hundred, you're doing $100 something a day.
How much did you take today?
It was like 150, I think.
Is that typically what you take in a day?
Yeah, I'd say.
Is it always over 100? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And would you say that you've done it at least 20 times? So if it's over 100, you've done it maybe 20 times, that's 2,000 right there, and that's a rough estimate, right? See what I mean, how that adds up? So, where is this money?
I have it.
You're saving it? You have it?
Yeah.
You have all the money?
I don't know how much it would be.
If I were to say $16,000, would that be about what it is?
Yeah.
Do you think you have all that $16,000?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's going on? Why is it this? Have you ever been in trouble?
No, I haven't.
Her reason for her actions was just simply ridiculous.
I'm just living in a hard spot right now. I live with a roommate, and like I've been on my own for a while, and I also feel like I've been
220, go ahead.
I've been working with him for a while, and
The owner here?
yes, and I feel like I do so much.
Feel like you're underpaid?
Yeah, and I know that's not his fault at all. Like I should probably look for another job, but it's like I feel bad for him. Like if I do leave, and so.
What do you think will happen to him when he's sitting here going on now $16,000? No?
He's gonna be really upset.
It's kind of.
It's not fair. I should not be here.
Right.
And I take full responsibility, and whatever comes with that.
And we appreciate that.
Any consequence.
Is it because he hasn't paid you? Have you been paid?
Oh, I have been paid.
Have you stolen before?
No. I know this makes me look like a stealer, like I'm stealing money, like that's like the most thing you could probably ever steal from somebody. It probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
This is why I'm just asking, because there could be people who, I mean, we do this for a living, we can read people. So you can have somebody who does this on a daily basis. And
yeah, I know. Trust me, because if somebody was in front of me and I'm like, well, you stole money, like, you're a stealer, you've been stealing your whole life. No.
But you're having a hard time. Like I said, everybody goes through hardships. We do stupid things. We make mistakes.
Yes.
And
this is a big mistake. Another thing, I've been having like dental issues. I need $8,000. I have a cyst in my mouth. I'm like, it hurts me a lot. And I needed that money. Like, sometimes the cysts are not good. Like, I don't know what they do to me, but they make me tired. You know, sometimes I'm really dizzy. Like, my mouth is constantly bleeding.
Listen, I hear it.
I need that money.
As the talking continued, she began showing more remorse for what she had did.
I don't want to label it as a mistake, because that's just making me have sympathy for myself. But I do take full responsibility for what I
Can I clarify something? You said, so now we're up to, you said 1,000 originally, we all agreed, there's more than that. You're saying there's 16,000 total, right? And where is that at right now?
I have it with me.
All 16,000?
Yeah,
Where?
in my bank.
In your bank?
Yes.
So you've made cash deposits with the money and put it into your savings in your bank or something?
Yes.
Who do you bank with?
Regions.
Regions?
I can give him money that I've taken from him
Where's that at?
in my bank.
You've already cashed from this morning? You've already put it in there?
No.
Where's that
cash?
I have it.
Where?
It's still on you where you tucked it on your left side? Or
No, it's in my purse. I feel really bad for doing this
Where's your purse right now?
in the back.
Okay, well, I guess we can go get that.
We'll all go together.
I just feel really...
Are you willing to take that money out of your purse to give it back to the rightful owner? If that makes sense?
Yeah, and I'm willing to give back the money that I stole from him.
Good.
It's just I feel really bad.
I understand. You made a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
No, it is. It's a bad decision, and you still made it though, and I understand why you feel bad.
Like, and it's hard because I worked with him for so long. I don't want to stab him in the back,
People
but I'm
do
willing
things,
to give it all back.
But we learn from our mistakes. We got to make sure we adjust from our mistakes. You're 22 years old. Did I get that right? 21. 21. Going to be 22.
Yes.
This year. We're going back. Like, how long would you say you started doing all this? For how long?
I mean, since whatever proof you have.
Well, you know me. I mean, I have the proof. I want you to be honest with me and tell me how long you think you started doing it. When was your first one, do you think?
Like 8 months ago to a year.
Okay. So would you say, safe enough to say January would probably be like one of the first times you probably...
But like I said, there's times where I've actually had items, but majority of the time I haven't had items.
So out of all those buys from January, you would say, if I'm correct, 2 times was the only times you actually had merchandise of your own that you swapped out?
That I can remember, yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll go in there, we'll get Aaron.
Okay.
Get your purse.
I don't have keys.
Alright, we'll get Aaron there.
Okay.
This is you right here. Alright. This is today's buddy.
Well, yeah, it was $183 is what she said was
So I want you to go ahead and count that for me.
Good Lord. Holy God. Are you, this is today?
No.
3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think some of that is my money, but I'm just
70.
Well,
374.
And how much was stolen in the past? How much did you take in the past 2 days?
Can I talk to him?
To who? Aaron, she wants to say something to you. She wants to talk to you.
$16,000 you ripped me off. I could be doing good instead. I'm taking out a loan to survive. Because you stole $16,000 from me since January. What did you want to say?
I'm honestly just so sorry. I mean, I don't expect you to forgive me.
I expect you to pay me back.
Oh, I am. I'm going to pay you back. I don't expect you to forgive me.
I've been good to you. Nothing but good to you. Always treated you as my number one.
It was nothing against you. It was my personal issues. It was nothing towards you.
I believe.
The girl was charged with felony grand theft, 5 years probation, and an order to pay a restitution fee of $20,000. Leading the pack is this woman, who let her appetite get the best of her, stealing so many snacks that her store took a $1,000 hit.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go to jail. I don't have anything for her. She made it very secretive, so I guess this is why.
On the 4th of April 2022, officers were called to a local Dollar General where over $1,000 worth of snacks were stolen by a female employee.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Is there a loss prevention person we need to talk to?
I can call her.
Okay, do you both have IDs?
I do. It's inside.
Mine's inside.
If you want to just hang out for a second, or you want to have a seat or do whatever, let's try to figure out what's going on and we'll go from there.
Okay. So you got all the information from her?
Yeah, from her and her.
Basically, I haven't got the manager's statement, but apparently she already wrote a statement to her. And so it all happened yesterday. It's just one instance. Okay. Over the span of 4 hours yesterday. Okay. The employee allowed her aunt, the employee's aunt, to basically load up the entire carts of whatever. I mean, over $1,000 worth of stuff. And she would scan like one or two things.
She would?
The employee would, yeah, the employee would scan.
So she was understanding?
Yeah, the employee would scan one or two things and let the aunt walk out. She wants to press charges.
So they're both going to go.
If they don't know the aunt's name.
After hearing the manager's side of the story, one of the policemen went to speak to the lady.
Alright, I'm going to read you something and ask you a few questions. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish to speak to me about this incident.
That's fine.
You will be placed under arrest for grand retail theft. Yes. Tell me what's going on, like, you're being accused of underscanning and allowing your aunt to walk out. Like, you know how many different felonies you can get from this? It's organized retail theft, basically, is what it is. Whether it was your idea or not, you went along with it. Did you get dropped off here, or is your vehicle in the...
My vehicle's here.
Okay.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go to jail.
Can you have someone come get it?
Because I let somebody walk out of here with stuff yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. So, I will let you know when I can get a bond hearing or whatever.
No, you'll have a bond tonight, set by me.
He said I'll have a bond set tonight. I'm not sure how much it was.
Where's your keys at for your vehicle? Are you able to have someone come get it? Because obviously you're not going to be allowed back on this property.
He's going to call my aunt.
Shelly?
No.
Okay.
My Aunt Judy.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for Shelly?
I don't have anything for her. She made it very secretive, so I guess this is why.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get my purse and stuff and put it in my car.
Is it inside? Okay, we'll have that come out. Just finish your cigarette.
Do I need to take my ID with me?
Not necessarily. I would take your cell phone with you so you can get phone numbers out of it.
And then I'll just put my cigarettes and my keys and everything in my purse. Or...
Because I have your information, so you don't necessarily need your ID. It wouldn't hurt to take your wallet and phone with you, but that's really your choice.
And I'll leave my ring, and do I need to take earrings and everything out, or?
You will be made to at the jail, yeah. Is it just your purse inside?
Well, I believe so, yes.
The second officer, on the other hand, went in with the manager to collect all the evidence pertaining to the event.
I have pictures of the transaction from the register because it wouldn't let me reprint them.
Okay.
So this is what she rang up. That's what she gave away. And I can show you on the big camera too. And then she rang up a drink, and that's the cart he pushed out.
And the only thing she rang up was the drink?
The drink, yeah. That's the actual receipt for the transaction. And then these are, like, when I went through and watched the video, I didn't put all of this on there because it wouldn't have fit, but
What is all, oh, okay.
this is the list of stuff I could see in the cards that got taken.
Can you did you make copies of all that?
No, not yet.
You make copies of all that, front and back, if you would. So she took 8 shopping carts?
Altogether in the hour, it was 8 shopping carts full of stuff.
Where did the $1,000 number come from?
It was probably over that amount because there were totes full of things that we couldn't even see what was in them. So she's estimating.
You didn't happen to get her on video writing the statement, did you?
Yeah.
She is on video writing the statement?
Yeah. I can add that to that.
Yeah, if we would do that, that would just be a little icing on the cake, so to speak. And what I'll do is I'll just take the copied version of everything.
Okay.
Or the receipts you have are on here, you said? Or what you...
Well, I have the beginning, like where she scanned one thing and then gave them their copy of the receipt, and they walked out with 2 carts full of stuff.
Okay, cool.
That's on there. All the ones that I had time to put on there are on there. So
Okay.
if you guys need anything else, we can do it all from here. We don't actually have to wait for them to send it to us, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, this is a good starting point right here. So, how long has she been working here?
At this store, only a couple months. Or not even a month. She came from the other Anthony store, so the way she did it, I have a feeling that this is not the first time.
I'm sure. And she wouldn't give y'all her aunt's name?
I don't. It looks like her mom.
Looks like her mom.
And they were driving a red van, because you can kind of see it off to the side, because she walks out to it.
The lady was then taken to the station.
Since you've been so cooperative, just put your hands in the front. I'm not gonna make you turn around and put them on the back.
And this is just eczema. I don't have like...
Contagious?
No.
Afterwards, it was discovered that this scheme wasn't a new thing for her and her mother, and she was sentenced to some days of jail time.